Hi, everybody. This is Jane Rachel, and I'm here with a wonderful good friend that I've known since I'm a baby, Lynn. And she's going to tell us a little bit about Menieres disease and her recent struggle with it. Lynn, thank you so much for being here. Can you tell
How
us?
are you today, Jane?
I'm doing pretty good, and I'm so grateful that you're doing this for us because I know there are other people out there suffering with Menieres disease. Can you tell us a little bit about what Menieres disease is, what its symptoms are, and a little bit about what your first experience was and how you got diagnosed?
Well, Meniere's disease is a disease of the inner ear, and it causes episodes of vertigo and tinnitus as well. There is no cure for this, but there are treatments to help you along. I was first diagnosed in November of 2018. I guess it started off because I was having feelings of fullness in my ear, like my ear felt like it was clogged. There was some hearing loss. I didn't feel like I was hearing as well. And I was getting sounds in my ear. That is the tinnitus. And I didn't know what it was. And then I started getting some spinning episodes, but they would only last about 10 or 15 seconds. So when I would get this fullness, I thought I had some type of ear infection. So I would go to my doctor and he would look in my ear. He would say, there's nothing there. There's no wax. There's no infection. And from the very beginning, he said, there is a possibility you could have something called Menieres disease, just so you know. And he asked me questions. It wasn't fully what I was having. So he said, well, maybe you don't, but you have positional vertigo. Positional vertigo is something that is very common. Most people at some point in time in their life will get it. It's, in layman's terms, from one part of your ear, a little crystal falls and it goes into the inner ear fluids. And when it moves, it makes you feel like you're spinning. So this is what I had. And this went on and off for 2 years, I guess. And then I decided, I said, this is ridiculous. My hearing is getting a lot worse. It's clogged more often. I'm hearing noises in my ear, which was tinnitus. So I set up an appointment with an ENT. I went to the doctor. I explained to him what was going on. He said, how long are your vertigo attacks? And I told him 15, 20 seconds. He says, it doesn't sound like Meniere's. But okay. 2 weeks after that, I was at a friend's house and she had a bunch of girls over. And all of a sudden I started just feeling odd, lightheaded. I started getting very clammy and sweaty. And all of a sudden I felt like nauseated and I couldn't stand. I got a huge ringing in my ear, very loud noise. And I ran into her bathroom. And for the next hour and a half, I sat on her floor spinning and proceeded to vomit. And after that attack, I got someone to take me home and, you know, I stayed in bed and rested it out until the next day. But that was my first attack.